Okay, good morning, everyone. This is the Monday morning video that's happening Tuesday, and I'm already failing with my learning goals for this week because I wanted to have information out by 9 a.m., but I'm just going to give myself an out here because I've had a sick day yesterday, so I'll get back on track. Sorry about that. All right, so let's just sum up kind of what's going on this week. Okay, so we're, if you just scroll down to the calendar, you can see what you're supposed to be working on today. So April 2nd is equations of linear relations content. So that's kind of the content we're working on. So if we go back up to the content of the course, and then we scroll down into Unit 2, linear relations. So you should have finished everything in the scatter plot section, but I know some people haven't. So no problem, just keep working on it. And if you feel like sending me an email to say, hey miss, like I've been busy, but I'll get on it, that'd be awesome. So data collection assignments have been marked for anyone that's handed it in. So you can go get your feedback, which I'll show you how to do if you don't know how to. And then you continue down this path here, reading all through this content. And then making conclusions assignment is the other thing that you have to hand in, which I'm about halfway through marking these. Sorry, I got behind. So for this assignment, they're looking good. I've just been marking you guys using a rubric and a level, so you'll see when you get the feedback, kind of all I did was mark you on, hey, did you create 3 scatter plots? Did you do 1 and 2 by hand and 3 using technology? Did you plot the independent variable on the x-axis and the dependent variable on the y-axis? Some people did not, but that's what you want to do, right? So hours worked is our independent variable, and the number of baskets depends on how many hours we worked, so we put that on our y-axis. And then you needed to add a line of best fit to all of your scatter plots if possible, so if they followed some kind of trend. Some people missed that step. And then step 3, you had to talk about the correlation, positive, negative, or none, and its strength. And some people gave an explanation, which was awesome, and some people didn't, which that's fine. I didn't ask you to. And then finally, you had to fill in this table, which, yeah, was kind of an odd, did you use interpolation or extrapolation? That's not really a highlight of this course anyway, so no big deal there. But you would look at your graph, how long to pick 2 baskets. So you would look at your line of best fit, kind of go to where 2 baskets is, follow across in your graph and down, and then see, oh, it took about 30 minutes or whatever it is. And then did you use interpolation or extrapolation? Well, this one involved extrapolation because I had to extend my line of best fit because my data didn't go that far. So you're just kind of saying like which one you used. Interpolation, extrapolation, which I think some people still don't really understand which one's which I did make a video, if that helps. Okay, and then you want to hand it into the Making Conclusions Dropbox. There's been like a lot of problems handing things into the correct Dropbox, so just wanted to reiterate, make sure you hand things into the right one, or else it gets super confusing, because then I'm like, oh, and you didn't hand this one in, and you know, but maybe that's not true. So just, it's confusing because everything's called something weird, like what is this activity 4 thing? Like, sorry about that, but making conclusions. And I did put a link directly to the Dropbox in the assignment, so if that helps at all. Okay, so you want to be done everything from the scatterplot things by now, and you want to be working on the rates of change and initial values. So you work your way through the content. There's practice questions. Some of the things had mistakes, so thank you. There's been a number of people emailing me, and I've been correcting them on the fly here. Okay, so you want to complete all these things. The rates of change practice questions you can hand in. And this is just so I can give you some feedback. So I'll work on getting all of that stuff marked ASAP. So for this one, you use this relationship here, $8 plus $2 per hour for the shoveling the driveway. You're creating a table of values and finding the first differences. And then here I gave you 3 different scenarios, and you have to say which of them are linear relations and give reasons. And if they are linear relations, can you write the equation of the line using the rate of change and the initial value? And if you're not able to, why do you think you're not able to? And if they're not a linear relation, then you shouldn't have to write the relationship, like write the equation, because in grade 9, we're only focusing on linear relations. And it's important to be able to identify when it's not linear, but you don't need to be able to write the equation of those yet. That will be grade 10. Okay, so that's this rate of change practice questions. And then this is what we should be on today, equations of linear relations. And equations, it just kind of goes through how to create an equation. So it talks about slope or rate of change and initial value, and kind of, we call it an algebraic model, equation, whatever you want to call it. So it just talks about how to create equations. So that's where you should be, right around the equations of linear relations. And then I created a quiz on that to see how you did. Okay, so that's where we're at. And let's just look in the Dropbox here. Actually, one sec, sorry. I'll view it as a student. How about that? I should impersonate someone, but oh well. Okay, so you go to the Dropbox, and this is how you can get some feedback from me. So your Dropbox, so for a data collection assignment, unfortunately, I haven't submitted anything because I'm a fake student. But anyways, you go to your data collection assignment, and if you would have submitted something, you know what? I gotta impersonate someone. I'm so sorry. I hope you guys don't mind. But again, please email me and be like, stop impersonating me. And I will. Okay, I'm just impersonating the first person here. Sorry. Okay, so we go to the Dropbox. And we can see like what we've submitted and if you've read your feedback or not, you can see. So this person submitted their data collection assignment, and you can just click on the feedback if you want to read it. So let's just say I go here and I read the feedback. So it'll just say like what I said. And then if I've added actually, you know what? I'm going to go to this person's making conclusions assignment. So I'll go to their feedback. And in there, I did like a rubric, so you can kind of see, sorry, they're making an announcement at my school. You can kind of see like what levels this person got, and then if I attached any files, so if I like, I don't know, wrote on yours or gave you corrections or stuff. So that's how you get to the feedback for Dropbox. You can just go here and click on the feedback part. Okay, and then for quizzes, just one more reminder to read your feedback in a quiz. You just find the quiz and you click on submissions, and then it tells you your score, and then you can click on the actual attempt and it will go through all the questions and say, oh, this person got 1 out of 1 for this question. And if I wrote any feedback, it'll say view feedback on each question. So it's a good idea to check out your feedback for everything, so that way you know how you're doing. Okay, thank you for letting me impersonate you. Sorry about that. So I think that's pretty much it. Nothing super exciting going on this week, just finishing the second part of linear relations. So check your feedback. And we're trying to wrap up this unit by April 9th. So that's next week, exactly a week from today. But even if it takes you till the end of next week, you'll still be fine. And then the next unit we go into is analytic geometry, which is more graphing and equation writing. Okay, one more thing. If you're bored, because I know some people have already finished unit 2, then head over to the enriched problems, and then I'm also going to open up the EQAO practice problems. So here we have some enriched problems. Somebody let me know that I didn't make a discussion board for the Matho question. So if you want to try Matho, it's where you drop the marble and it's a probability question. So if you want to try that, you can actually post into the discussion board now. So you can try any of the enriched problems, or I'm going to open up EQAO practice questions. So that way, if you've got nothing to do, then you can start practicing some EQAO practice questions. Okay, awesome. Good luck with the course, and email me if you guys have any problems.